Y'all are
Hey
two
man, you know
amazing
what it is, man.
individuals.
This is episode
Thank you.
52, 2 Cents and Change the podcast, man. It's your boy Seal McLean.
Yeah, it's your boy Melly Mel with our special guest, man.
But my man, well, he not a special guest no more. He's like Aunt Merle now. He's a resident now.
Yeah. Resident. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he's
Oh
a
yeah. Oh
resident.
yeah. Oh yeah.
The special guest is now taking off. Or if you just get a round of applause for my man Mac for having guests taking
Yeah.
off. He's now a resident. he's,
Hey,
he's
Yeah,
now a
man.
thank you
resident.
both, and
Yeah, hit
God
me up
bless you
earlier
both.
today, and I was like, man, just jump on, man. Just get on. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no guest no more. You're a resident. You know, you
Yeah.
you gotta pay rent now. Rent is due next
Yeah.
week. I gotta pay.
I felt your sincerity in the message. I said, "Oh, okay. I gotta just. These are my brothers now. They're my brothers from another mother, and I am happy. I feel honored. I feel honored. I count it as a blessing. So, but please
Yeah.
go ahead, gentlemen, because you guys are great.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
All right, let's get right into it.
Yeah.
Agent Mac just gave us the fuel and the battery. Let's start it
All
off.
right,
What we
man.
got, bro?
All right, man. Now let's start it off, man. We're gonna start off with your girl, Angel Reese, man.
Yes.
Angel Reese,
Mm-hmm.
traded.
Go ahead,
You know what
Mac.
I'm
We let you
saying?
start it off, Mac. What you feel about that? Agent Reese going to the Atlanta Dream.
Ooh, okay, all right. Y'all gonna put me right in there. Well,
Yep.
I will share that. You know, okay. This is a good one. She listen. These players have autonomy and they have empowerment and they can do what they want to do in terms of making a statement, and there's causes and there's always discussions kind of behind the scenes, and I think that Angel is one of the. I think she's going to be a Hall of Famer. When at the end of the day, 10 years, 20 years from now, we're going to be talking about Angel Reese getting into the Hall of Fame. So she made a statement a couple of days ago about what is important to her, and that I think that's important, and I was surprised. I woke up. I was like, oh, okay. My Instagram hit me and said, hey, it pinged me and said, hey, this individual's being traded. I was like, oh, okay. But I think if that's what she wants, I think she's gonna do great there. And but I will admit I was surprised. I didn't see it coming.
What
Yeah.
up, ADM? What up, country fella? What up, my G? Just
Yeah.
want to shout out to my man,
Yeah.
country fella. What up, everybody?
Yeah.
What do you think, bro?
Yeah, I was surprised too that she got traded. When I heard it, it was like, oh wow. I mean, because I know that her and the Chicago Sky, they got into a little rift last season. Had their little differences, but I just felt like because Angel Reese is one of the more popular players now, that I didn't see a trade come in, but honestly, it probably was what was best for both sides because now that other, rookie, well, not rookie, but young player that came in the same time as Angel Reese will probably get more shine now because she's a good player as well. Forgot her name at the moment. My apologies. But Angel Reese going over to, Atlanta. I mean, Atlanta, I mean, Chicago's a big city as well, but Atlanta is, I think, a little, more, popping, it might be more fit for her personality.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I think from a marketing standpoint, that's a good look for her. And I think the Atlanta team might be a little bit more better too, got
Yep.
other pieces. So that's also good. And I think they looked at it from a business standpoint and helping to push their franchise forward. So, and plus Atlanta is one of the top markets, like Chicago is as well. That's why I didn't really understand it. But, I see it as good for all sides,
Mm-hmm.
Angel Reese, like Matt said, she's improved last year. She's going to continue to get better. She got a signature shoe. The young people love her. So I just see, sometimes change is what's needed for all. So I'm not mad at it. And I hope that her and Atlanta Dream, it all meshes well because now she's in year 3. So we need to see a big leap from her.
Mm-hmm. For me, my 2 cents on it, man. For one, she's homebred. Chicago is a home. That's where, Angel Reese is from. Is she
No,
from
no, no, no.
No, she's not from
She's from both Maryland.
She's from Maryland, but
Yeah.
she grew up in Chicago or something like that I read or something like that. She got some ties to Chicago. I don't know what it is, but I know it's some ties to Chicago. I got to look back on it. But that's neither here nor there. For the fact that they traded her for they was calling it for Skittles. Like they didn't really get nobody for her. For a caliber player of Angel Reese, you would think you would get some type of caliber player back for her. They traded her for a 2027 and 28 first round picks, for Angel Reese, and they gave them a 2028 second round swap. So people are saying that it wasn't a good trade for Chicago, and I think to y'all guys alluded to,
That
Angel
could
Reese
be
had a
Juju
lot of,
Watson though.
huh?
That first pick could be, well, not if it could end up being a Juju Watson.
It could. Now, if that pans out, okay. Now, if Chicago already worked the system to do that, listen, round of applause for them. But right now, as it currently looks,
Yeah,
people are saying that they got Skittles for Angel Reese, and
yeah,
she's going to Atlanta with two All-Stars with Gray and Howard. So they looking
yeah,
at that Atlanta team like, yo, this could be a what they say, a super team, quote unquote, adding Angel Reese over there. So I mean, it's good, for the WNBA. I think it brings a lot of eyes to them, like, oh shit, Angel Reese over there, So they needed something to kind of keep the momentum going because the Caitlin Clark thing is kind of dying down now. You got
yeah.
Paige Beckers over there doing their thing, but it's like, what is the storyline, now for the WNBA to keep the fans and stuff coming? She gonna go up in Atlanta. That team in Atlanta gonna bring them a lot of revenue. So I think it's good for the WNBA, man. Shout out to Reese. She still got to work on the game, though. I'm sorry. She still got to work on the game.
There
Okay.
you go. But yeah, we
Yeah.
need to see a big leap from her though for year 3. I
Yeah.
mean,
We gotta. For me, I need to see more of a post game for her. Albeit, her size and her abilities. I don't know, but if she want to really be like that girl with that signature shoe, your game gotta equate to that. Because right now her game's not equating to a signature shoe. My opinion, my 2 cents. No, man. I know the comments gonna kill me, but I don't care. I say what I feel. I say what I feel. I say what I feel.
all
But shout out
right.
to Reese though. Shout out to this
Yeah,
girl living the
yeah,
dream.
yeah.
Yeah,
We
keep
ain't
on.
mad at it. Salute to the ladies. I mean,
I'm gonna buy me a Reese
let,
jersey. I'm going down there next 2 weeks. I'm gonna buy me a Reese jersey.
all
Yeah.
right. So
Yeah.
let's talk about Michigan and the NCAA title.
Let me put on my damn. I wish I had a Nostradamus crown. Ooh,
I
ooh,
know. I see the NY hat, and I respect. The Bay got love for NY, so all respect.
But see, Matt. See, I didn't really think about it till my bro brought it up. He was like, yo, your predictions be coming true. And now I'm starting to see the lights. Then I called it, bro. I was like, yo, man, a lot of people
Yeah,
had UConn. I was like, but I called
yeah.
it before they even got there. I was like, yo, man, I'm looking at that Michigan team,
You
man. The
did. You
Michigan
did say that.
team,
You did say that. You
they
did say
playing
that.
real good right now, man.
You said it. You said it. You said it. You said it.
And I looked at it, I was like, huh? Once I saw that they was in the championship game, I was like, oh shit, now don't let them win, boy. So yeah, man,
Yeah.
shout out to the Michigan Wolverines, man. I guess this was their first championship since what, 89 or something like that, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Before the Fab Five again
Yeah,
came.
before the
Yeah.
Fab Five, man.
Wait, no,
So,
no, 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 no. Was it that long ago? They didn't win one with Trey Burke
well, I got it right now. So they
and
since
Tim
Trey, what
Hardaway.
year was that?
That was 2000 and had to be 2000, like late 2000s, I think. Maybe early 2010s. And is that accurate? Because I think they won with Trey Burke and Tim Hardaway Jr.
Well, they said this is the first national championship for Michigan since 1989.
Okay, so
Yeah,
now they made the Final Four with them. They must have not have won then. Okay.
and this is
Got
the
you. All
first
right.
Big Ten, I guess, team to win it. Well, since 2000. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
I'm looking at
Okay.
that was a
Okay.
championship route. But yeah, man, shout out
Okay.
to the Michigan Wolverines. What's y'all 2 cents on that?
Go, Matt. Because I ain't gonna lie, I ain't watched the game. I was knocked out. So,
I ain't watched that shit neither.
so
you know,
and
I just
I ain't
I
really
just
watch
saw the
it. So that's
score.
why I said y'all got the floor. Y'all got the floor on this
Yeah,
one.
yeah, no, that's what's up, man. This year has been interesting, like in college basketball, and even as an agent, right? Like, I look at obviously, I am always looking at college on the men's and women's side. So
Mm-hmm.
even for UCLA to grab what they grabbed and
Oh yeah.
Michigan to grab what they grabbed,
Mm-hmm.
that's what's up. So being here in the Bay Area, I also had the opportunity to see, just a lot of good college basketball. But shouts out to Michigan for doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's man, I thought winning the NBA title was hard. College championships, man.
I think it's much harder than NBA championships.
Yep.
Because it's one and done.
One and done.
Usually the best team wins the series. Usually.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But it's like imagine the playoffs. So like a lot of times, if we just went off, it was one and done. How many top teams would have got knocked off because they lost game one?
Ooh.
You know what
Like
I'm
when
saying?
like that year was it? When Denver was the 8th seed? Who they bumped off that year with the Kimba Mutombo was mad
Seattle,
hype. Seattle. Just
Seattle.
imagine that. If that would have
Yeah.
been a one and done. Like a lot of one and dones would have been the done. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
key to note Michigan because like I was citing Big Man for Michigan and him winning Defensive Player of the Year, the Big Ten. They held they held UConn to the lowest scoring percentage of the year, the Michigan Wolverines. So that means that they defense played. They say defense wins championships. So Michigan put the clamps on UConn, and got them up out of here. But it is also key to note that UConn got there. Well, they did beat who they beat the after North Carolina. Was it Arizona with Bryce James in them, or that was
Yeah, I
that
think so.
Michigan? That was Arizona, right? That they
I think
beat.
so.
Yeah, because I thought that North Carolina was gonna get there. Honestly, I was looking at North Carolina. I'm like, yo, that boy Boo's a bad man. But like you said, that one and done, that shot from like three
yeah,
quarters got him up out of
yeah,
here. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So but shout
yeah.
out to the Michigan Wolverines, man. Shout out to that team. I know Chris Webber over there calling timeout.
You don't do my boy C Web like that, man. Don't do my dog like that,
Oh,
I
man.
know,
timeout.
man.
Man. So does Michigan win erase that whole timeout situation or no? Does it erase it
Nah.
from your head? Because now that we got Michigan, like they won a national title, so all people gonna talk about that as opposed to when they talk about Michigan and the timeout. What y'all think?
Well, nah, the Fab Five is more historic. I mean, better
They
players.
are.
You got C-Web, Jawan, Jalen. So Mr. Fab Five was the more iconic and better team. So it'll never get forgotten about because it was such a great player who made that mistake. So
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
true.
think that's ever going to go nowhere.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
100% agree.
That's true. Shout out to Michigan. Timeout. Beep. Love you,
Yeah,
Chris.
man.
Love you,
And
Chris.
then we're since we left the college ranks, let's get into NBA. Let's start with the Lakers though. I
Mm,
ain't gonna lie. They must have bad luck, man.
mm.
Because once I seen Luca, I'm like, alright. I'm like, maybe he could come back for the playoff and they be alright. Then like a day after, Austin Reeves, I said, whoa. I said, season over. Like, this is not, and even if this was LeBron from 10 years ago, it's the same thing. In this Western Conference, that's not enough. I don't care who you playing. All two of them out, not enough. I don't care. Shout out LeBron. I mean, he's older, so I don't help the case, but I just think that the West is just too loaded, and they're not gonna have enough, no matter who they face. I don't think they're gonna get out of the first round because they in the top six, but it's just bad luck, man. And they just started rolling. It's like, yo, Lakers, they might not beat OKC or the Spurs, but they could make the second round, maybe conference depending on stuff. But it just went from that to Silver. Them injuries was, back to back. And honestly, Luca got to chill because when I saw the injury and I'm like, that's bad. The way he heard it and I looked at it, I'm like, yeah, it's not good.
Oh,
So
timeout, timeout. Oh, Chris Webber, you got any more? My bad.
now But yeah, like them hamstrings, he got to rest though. That's not something to rush back. So you see what happened with Harden. It took him like a season or two to really get back, to keep coming back. So Luca, he's out indefinite too. He got to let that rest. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Lakers, they done. Yeah, it's me. My
I
two
let
cents.
let you go, Mac.
Uh, I agree. Like I was looking at that and I said to myself, it's interesting. I don't think it's the way. At least my 2 cents on it is, I don't know if it's a Lakers issue. Like when I'm looking at Wembanyama and San Antonio, that boy is hungry. He don't care. He is here. He is here. He's making a statement. He don't care. And like if this was the year that and I'm a little bit of an OG, so I remember when the Warriors knocked off first place Dallas, maybe it was
Oh,
15
the
years
Baron
ago or
Davis.
whatnot. Not this season. That is not the situation right now. Like, you
Yeah,
got to come with your A game because these teams and these franchises are coming hard. So, like I'm not being from the Bay, I'm not a Lakers fan per se. However,
yeah.
when I saw that, I said, man, it's gonna be hard. Like I can't say that they're out of it because even with the Warriors, I'm like, well, I kind of can say I feel something, but I'm not gonna say nothing publicly. But I'm like, hey, it is what it is. So the Lakers, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a long road. I don't know if they got all of the pieces because they Wembanyama is just as hungry as LeBron was back a decade ago.
Yeah.
So with to lose someone like Luca, and I know he's going to. I saw something saying he's going to Europe to try to get back faster, but it's gonna be tough for him, and it's gonna be tough for the Lakers. So I don't know if they're gonna have enough juice. If they do, I would be happy just to see them give it their best. But that's the game. That's the game.
Hi, fuck what you just said, Mac. You just yeah, I don't know if they got a chance. Okay, first of all, let's look at this roster. Okay, we're gonna start there. We got Grandpa James. We got Scrubby Bronny. We got DeAndre Ayton. We got Luke Kennard. We got Jake Rivera. We got Rich Hamamura. We got Dalton Connect. I'm just naming the players that's healthy. That's potentially going to be in there. Well, Dalton Connect. You got Drew Timmy. You got Jackson Hayes. You got Kobe Buffkin. You got Jared Vanderbilt. You got a dude Thero, who the fuck that is. You got Maxi Klebler. You got Chris Marion. You got Nick Smith Jr. Who the fuck gonna win with that team, Mac? Mac, what are you talking about? It's like, bro, they are done. Lakers season is done. It's over. I mean, they had a fighter's chance. And then if you look at the game where Luka hurt his hamstring, the brother was visibly hurt. Like he's like, and this is what's his name? What's the coach? What's his name again?
Reddick, JK
They go
Reddick.
Reddick like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, give me a quick web on that one. Use
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
timeout, bro. Use your
Yeah.
timeout. See what's up with your best player and get him up out of there, get him checked out. You let that man go out there and run rampant with a hamstring, could have, potentially effed up Ishmael. It's over for the Lakers, bro. I mean, we had these discussions before about me. I was on Front Street saying, yo, let LeBron come off the bench. You know what I mean? Like now you're going to rely on a 41-year-old LeBron James, and they're going to potentially play the Houston Rockets in the first round. Houston going to run them up out of here. It's over. I don't even think they might win one game against Houston. Like it's over, bro. It's over. Again, who? Let's take away LeBron James off this roster, right? Who is they number two? Maybe Hachimura. That's the number two. Yeah, that's the number two
Probably.
right now. That's the
Yeah.
number two. Yeah, it's over, bro. Lakers. Good growing. Round of applause for Lakers and LeBron James. But get your old ass up out here, man. Go retire and take your son with you and let Luka rehab and let him come back strong. And, then y'all could go ahead and be title town again. You know what I mean? Because in the 8 years you was there, you only got one Mickey Mouse ring. Get him up out of here, man. Get LeBron James out of here. I know I'm going to catch flack. Who gives a fuck? I'm
Yeah.
giving my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents. Get him up out of here. They up out of here.
All right. So, I mean, with that being said, let's talk about some teams that actually, let's start with Boston. We're gonna
Yeah.
start with Boston. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jalen Brown. Yo, you owe my brothers. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? For supporting you. But Boston, let's start with them. Can they win the chip? Can they go to the chip? Can they go to the finals? I mean, all right, bro. Since you a big Jalen Brown, I want you to start this off.
Can they make it to the finals? Absolutely. Are they going to make it to the finals? Absolutely. Yes. Boston Celtics. You know why I say they're going to make it to the finals?
Yeah.
They just signed. What's that boy name? Was it Vucevic? That they just signed? Who they
Okay.
just signed? They signed somebody that was Nikola Vucevic. He all right.
Okay.
He's a good solid big man that he can stretch. He's all right. The reason why I said the Boston Celtics, not only, shout out to Jalen Brown, I was an advocate for Jalen Brown, is because of the way Jason Tatum is playing right now. Like, he is back in form. The man looks like he didn't have an Achilles injury at all. Like, he is looking like the old Jason Tatum. And what's very great
Scary.
about that
It's
is
scary.
that even though he's back in form, he still ain't come back and take over the team. He's still allowing Jalen Brown to be him because he's averaging 22 or something like that since his return. So he's still allowing Jalen Brown to be him. And like, listen, I'm here to got Boston is scary. They scary. It was the Knicks, but the Knicks is looking quite doo-doo right now. They don't got an identity. They don't know what the hell they want to do. Boston knows what they want to do right now. And they the best defensive team in the league right now, holding people to 107 points a game. So what did Michigan just do? They won a national title for what? Playing D? Defense win championships. I got my money on Boston going to the finals. Now, if they play the Spurs in the finals, I got Spurs winning the chip this year. If they play Spurs in the finals, there's nothing you could do with Wemby. You just might as well just concede, honestly. You might as well just say, you know what? We got here. All right, Spurs. Yeah, good. But other than that, I got Boston going to the finals. Now, my dark horse is Philly. If Philly could find a way to get that all together and Paul George is back and B, Maxey, Edgecombe, them boys find a way to like, all right, boy, let's not get that. Philly could be that team. But right now, Boston Celtics is my pick. Yep.
It's on you, Matt.
Man, it's crazy that you say that. Like, you took the words out of my mouth. The Celtics have that championship caliber. They know what it takes. And when you and then you they had to go up against the Warriors, and they know exactly what's going on. And for another team to come out the East is going to be hard because um, there's not a lot of I kind of looked at the roster. I'm like, there's not a lot of guys who know what it's like on the East who have been to the finals. It's a very small group of individuals. So man, it's gonna be tough for another team. I like what you said about the Knicks because this is the time to make that identity. I remember looking at them, the 2015 Warriors, and I was like, can they do it? I don't know, and I remember Steph was like, yo, LeBron had to win his first one too. So that's kind of my under, if I had to root for the underdog, I would just, the Knicks need a chip, man. New York needs it. They need it. But
I'm using my
I
technical
don't know.
timeout on that one. I don't fuck the Knicks. I don't fuck about no damn Knicks.
That's all. That was my 2 cents.
That was your 2 cents.
I mean, for me, honestly, as far as Boston, man, yeah, like my brother alluded to, yeah, Tatum, he looks great, like quick. So that's not a good sign for the rest of the league. He's not looking like he gotta, get really acclimated. He hit the ground running. It's a great sign for Boston fans. It's a good sign for Boston. So Boston going to the chip. Honestly, out the East, I feel like Boston and the only team that could even stop Boston would be a healthy Philly.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. If it's, cause, and I feel like Philly, if all healthy and they face Boston, I'd give Philly the edge because of Embiid. If Embiid is healthy,
Mm-hmm.
that's the X factor because
Mm-hmm.
they got a lot of wings and other people too that's over there like Ubres and PGs that could kind of, I'm not going to say fully cancel out a Jalen Brown and a Tatum, but it's like there's no answer for Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, there ain't really no answer for Maxey. And
Mm-hmm.
unless you're going to have to put Jalen Brown on Maxey
Maxie, yep.
or, or Tay. So it's kind of like it's going to allow somebody to roam free as
Mm-hmm.
far as Philly, as far as one of their wings,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then no answer for Embiid. So I would, but other than I'm being real, and I'm a Knicks fan, but it's not happening this year. All right, they better go this summer. They better go get Giannis and do some other stuff because it's not happening with this. But yeah,
Hey, this is just the Bay trying to give New York a little love because
yeah. Nah, I mean,
we rock with NY.
and the grass is not always greener. You don't fire Tibbs because now look, they have no defensive identity, no
Nope.
nothing.
Yep.
And look at them. They not gritty. They not nothing. And that's why they ain't winning nothing this year. They
Mm-hmm.
not gritty. They lost. That was their edge. The last couple seasons was the grittiness. How they was dogs. And it's like, they had a puncher's chance because they
Mm-hmm.
just fight. They don't have that this year. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like you firing Tibbs after making Eastern Conference Finals. I didn't like the move then, and I don't like it now. And it's showing.
Right.
So they gotta deal with that.
And my
So
thing with Tibbs, right? Like we know his MO. Like it's been his MO since he's been a head coach. Like they know
yeah,
that he's gonna play his players and give his team the best chance to win with the players on the floor. We already know that. And this goes back to we was talking about how the NBA is soft now. Like you think a
yeah.
guy like Jordan wouldn't appreciate something like that? It's like, yo, yeah, if Jordan won it, he probably could play every fucking 40 minute per game, like if he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you play to win the game. Y'all, these guys, let me sit down for a minute. Give me a break. Like, all
Yeah.
right, so now you got
This
the
yeah.
man fired, and the man just took you to the conference finals, and you fire him to bring in a
Mind
guy,
you,
Mike Brown, who doesn't really have a pedigree.
and it went to 6 games though. And that's an improvement. Like how do you that yo,
It
I know
was
we going off topic, but
But
yeah,
it's
the
something that had to
Knicks,
be talked about because it was a
yeah,
bad firing. It was a bad
yeah.
firing. Very
And the
bad. And
Knicks,
shout out to Mike Brown. No disrespect to Mike Brown, but
yeah,
he
Right,
doesn't
right,
come
right,
with a pedigree. Like, what
right,
is he
right.
known for? He's not known for winning championships. He's not known for his offensive or defensive prowess. What are you known for? You're a good coach, but
yeah,
come on, bro. Come on, bro. So,
yeah,
that's why the Knicks is going through identity crisis now. They don't know what they want to do,
yeah.
man. Oh, but shout out to Atlanta Hawks, though. They've been playing, even though they
They
lost to the Knicks the
balling.
other day, but
They
they've been
balling. They
they
balling, but
balling.
we took big dogs.
Yeah,
Boston,
Yeah,
yeah,
Philly,
yeah,
this
yeah.
stuff, they
yeah.
gonna get them out
But
of there. So we're
I
not,
got shout, give a shout to the
no.
Hawks.
It's playoff time. Big dogs though.
Yeah, the topic
Put
was
the Hawks in the
championship
playoffs. They're gonna make the
caliber.
playoffs. What you talking about?
They're gonna make the play, but they're not a threat. They're not
They're
winning.
not a threat. No.
All right. So that's what I said. This is big dog series. This is big dog zone. All
I'm
right.
sorry, Atlanta fans, for my brother. I'm sorry.
Big dog zone. All right.
I'm going to
All right.
Atlanta in 2 weeks, so
Atlanta
I
should
gotta
be
be
happy.
cool.
They got Angel on the way. So
Yeah. I
Yeah.
gotta be
there
cool,
y'all
man. I'm
go.
going to Atlanta in 2 weeks. They may see this shit like, hey, you that nigga talk shit about Atlanta? I can't do it. I can't. Atlanta, I love you. I love you,
Right,
Atlanta.
right, right.
I'll see
Feeling
y'all in
Yeah,
2 weeks. I
yes,
love
sir.
y'all. Love
Yes,
y'all.
sir.
yeah,
Get a Reese
yeah,
jersey.
yeah. And then another team, let's talk about Denver. Them making
Yes.
it to the finals. And I mean, look, I'm gonna start this one, man. I'm
Start
gonna
this
start
one off.
this one. No, this is Denver. This is not your year. All right. I love Joker. He's amazing. But OKC, Spurs. That's it. Just like in the East, Spurs, OKC, that's it. That's a lot seeing it. You feel me? And I just feel like from a matchup standpoint, outside of Joker, I mean, Jamal Murray be in and out. When he plays, they got a little sun. I just think Denver got, cause I don't know if Aaron Gordon's back. Like if their whole team is there, my apologies. They are a dark horse, but they just too many injuries. I love Denver's team, but I just, a lot of key guys injured. Jamal Murray be hurt and then he's playing. So, and then Joker himself. I just feel like the injuries have slowed him a bit. And I just feel like the Spurs and OKC have that edge. They're rolling. They got all the guys. They playing well. They have a nice thing going both ways. So that's why I said Denver would be third though. If there's anybody else outside of them two, it would be Denver. But I just think that the injuries and, it's just, I just feel like they're not clicking on all cylinders to mess with those teams at this time.
I'm gonna chime in and let you, Mac, finish it off this time. Right now, the Denver are currently on a 9-game winning streak.
That's cute.
Against the Spurs this year, they are 2-1 against the Spurs this year. They
Okay.
only played the Thunder one time this year, and Thunder only beat them by 3 points. That I don't even think Jokic played that game when they played them, and they only lost by 3 points. Could be wrong.
Okay. Okay.
Denver,
Okay.
we forget, like we're not gonna forget. The only reason why I brought this up because Jokic is in MVP form. He's averaging a triple double again this year. They are healthy.
Yeah.
Murray is healthy. They got that. What's that? They got that guy Johnson. I think his name is over there inserted into the lineup. He's shooting career high 3-pointer. They brought that boy Bruce back over there, so he knows the system. Like I am not going to sleep on the Denver Nuggets. If they get favorable matchups before, because they got to go through either Thunder or Spurs anyway. But
In the second round. Yeah.
but we all know when a team is going into the playoffs hot, it's hard to beat them. And right now, Denver is going into the playoffs hot. 9 games straight. They found their MO. Jokic is Jokic. Murray is Murray. That's a scary team, bro. That's why I said I put the thing. Can they make it to the finals? Because they got to get through Spurs or Thunder to get there. It's a strong yes. It's a strong yes because if you look at Spurs, even though I got them winning the championship this year, they don't really have no championship DNA. They haven't been there. They're young, so they don't really know what it takes. I gotta see how they play in the playoffs. We know what Denver could do already. They could have beat OKC last year. It took them to 7 last year. So if I think Aaron Gordon got hurt, did he? And something like that, which kind of altered the
Yeah.
series. So if Aaron Gordon didn't get hurt, who knows what Denver could have did? So if Denver's healthy, and we cannot take out Jokic because there's nobody could guard Jokic. He's a man of his own. So I'm just looking at Denver. I just looked at them recently like, 9 games in a row. They got like 2 games left to go in the shit now. Watch out for Denver. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, you can't shit on Denver. They remember they just won the chip 2 years ago. So you gonna count them out just like that? You know what I mean? Can't do that. They still in the hunt. So shout out to Denver, even though Spurs is my pick though. But shout out to Denver Nuggets. What you got, Mac?
So Jokic, all the reasons why you both might feel Denver might do it is the reason why they're going to do it. Jokic, Jokic is Jokic is going to demonstrate that, hey, Spurs, you're going to be great. Wembanyama is going to win championships. There's no question about it. We are going to be on feature podcast talking about championship Wembanyama. There's no question in my mind about that. That's going to
Absolutely.
happen. Jokic is going to make sure that doesn't happen this year. Just on, like, because you got to find out amount of time, right? And this guy, that's what you do. You saw it with Boston and the Warriors. You see that. So they were underdogs, obviously, and Denver is doing that. So I know all the factors stack against them, and also I want to just kind of preface this a little bit. If something happens to Jokic, then my entire analysis right now is wrong
Yeah.
because they need him because
Yeah.
he's that great.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I do. I don't want to call it a dark horse, but I think Denver. I think that the Nuggets are going to be the team who they doubted would win it. Like you said, I don't think the Spurs have the championship caliber within the team. Not like the Spurs are a championship organization.
Mm-hmm.
But when there's no Stojakovic, there's no Tony Parker, there's
Mm-hmm.
no Tim Duncan, there's no David Robinson, and
Mm-hmm.
Wembanyama is that. He is the next all of those people combined.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, Jokic is gonna say, "You got one more year, player." So go ahead, be great. Wembanyama might win the MVP, and then Jokic is sitting here with the finals trophy. Like, hey, that was the MVP, but here,
I got
just
finals MVP.
yeah, yeah. That's what
Like
I
how
think.
when Mike took it from who was it? Was it that year when
Malone.
they beat Malone? Yeah, when
Malone.
Malone won it. Yeah.
And Hakeem did it to David Robinson too.
Yep. Yep. I'm just saying, like, I'm not.
I mean,
I'm
nah,
looking at that Nuggets
Denver,
team, man.
if anybody else, I would say, okay, but
Mm-hmm.
I do I favor the other teams, but, it should be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I will agree for
Mm-hmm.
sure, for sure. And speaking about interesting, so the next one, right? Cause I've seen Cooper Flagg scored 50, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then Jason Kidd was talking and marveling him like he should be rookie of the year. I don't see how he's not the leader. And something came to mind. So you guys, I need y'all, right? Because even though I'm not saying that these guys are the level of players that these people are,
Mm-hmm.
not saying that, but a couple of rookie of the year races come to mind. But
Mm-hmm.
this one more in particular because it's more similar as far as the gap with winning and stuff. So remembering in 96, 97, rookie of the year, Allen Iverson, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had the rookie record. He was scoring. He was doing his thing. But Marbury's Minnesota was the
Playoff
playoffs
team, yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
Marbury was killing.
Mm-hmm.
But, but AI, he Sixers was not winning, but he was putting on the performances. And I feel like the rookie record, the 5 straight locked the award up from what I'm hearing. But I was a youngin'. AI's my dog, but that's why I said this race reminds me of that. So I want y'all to speak to that if y'all think that's accurate. And then as far as now, because the guy from Charlotte is looking like he might get it. And he's been killing and doing his thing in Charlotte since the All-Star break or since the top of the year. I forgot which one it is. Been really killing. He's
Mm-hmm.
doing his thing. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, Flagg has had more individual because he had a 40-point game, the 50, averaging 20 something.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I want y'all to take the floor because I know y'all can remember that rookie of the year race for Allen Iverson and Marbury. And
Mm-hmm.
then how it, cause I feel like the wins, the losses and stuff, that was more accurate than, like this is not like with Braun and Melo, where it's like neck and neck, cause Cleveland just barely missed the playoffs. So it wasn't like they was losing. They both turned around, but Melo turned around a little more
Mm-hmm.
and the numbers was the same. So that's why I'm like, I'm not going to use that. I feel like the AI and Marbury one. So speak to that. And was it really that or was AI player rookie? I mean, y'all take the floor. Whoever want to start, man.
Um, Go ahead, Mac. I'll let you start. Let you take it.
Charlotte needs love. So what couple if I'm saying it this gentleman's name correctly, and
Knuckle.
he's great. Listen, they need it. Get, he's great. He has the potential be to supersede Steph Curry in his ability to shoot the shot.
Time out. Time out. Time out. Flagrant foul.
He has the
Yeah.
potential. I didn't say he would.
Yeah,
I
but
just
hey,
said
bro,
he has
he's
the
from the Bay
potential.
too. He's from the Bay, so you know he's Steph Curry guy.
My bad. That's my 2 cents. That's
Yeah,
my
nah,
two
keep
cents.
going. Nah, keep going. Keep going.
If you compare his rookie season to Steph Curry's rookie season, you
Yeah,
will see that I have merits on what I'm saying. And I
yeah,
might be wrong, but I'm just saying he has the potential. Therefore, he might not. I don't know if y'all kind of caught this, but I love an underdog. I'm here for the underdogs. And I think he has the potential to do it. And so I'm not I am not I as an agent I can't say pick one player over another. I'm just saying I respect his game. And I think about this. I'm like, who realistically could? Because Steph and LeBron are breaking records every time they play. Every
Mm-hmm.
time LeBron plays, he's running up the score, and every 3-pointer that Steph Curry hits, he's running it up. Who has the true potential to meet Steph Curry 3-pointers? And it's him. And so I don't have a problem with giving him Rookie of the Year. I don't, and I'm not his agent. So I'm not, I don't know who his agent is, and I'm not here to diss him or diss any other player. I'm just saying when I look at it as a fan, I'm like, oh, okay. But that's my 2 cents. And you brothers, I know y'all ready, so please.
Yeah, I'm while you was talking, I was looking up Knuckles, stats compared to Steph Curry's. And here's the distinct difference, right? And you got to look at these stats compared to the modern day NBA now and what Steph Curry was doing when he came into the league, right? So that got to take into account as well. Steph Curry, his was more highlightish, the things that he was doing. It was like, what the heck? What is this guy doing? This is a video game. We don't look at Knuckle the same way. We look at him as like, yo, he's a great shooter. And Charlotte, like you said, Charlotte needed that boost. So in terms of the number wise, yeah, the numbers may look the same, but the impact was definitely not the same compared to, and that's your guy over there in the base, compared to Curry and what he was doing as opposed to Knuckle. So that's that point. To Bro's point, as far as AI and Steph MVP race, like AI and Iverson's MVP race. When I was watching it, like, yeah, Minnesota was winning, but the headlines was Allen Iverson. Once the man, he was already putting up 40 straight in consecutive game. Then you crossed over Michael Jeffrey Jordan. It was Stephon Marbury should have just been like, okay, you got it. I'm gonna just go in the playoffs and win the game. You got that MVP. You got the Rookie of the Year. It was no debate about that, even though they did just like when LeBron James and Melo. It was kind of the opposite though, because LaMelo took his team to it was the same thing. Melo took his team to the playoffs and LeBron James didn't and won Rookie of the Year, right? Because they looked at LeBron. They want to push him as the face of the NBA. So they give it to LeBron. The man, Cooper Kupp, after he followed up that 51-point game with a 45-point game against the Lakers. He's the youngest right now. Right now, currently he's the youngest to hit the 50-point mark. Like, he's getting all the youngest records. So with all the impact behind him and how he came in, the hype about him, he's going to undoubtedly get the Rookie of the Year. Is Knuckle deserving of it? Absolutely. Yeah, you got to put him in there. But that 51-point performance followed up by that 45-point performance, that automatically gave it to him right there. It was over. Unless Knuckle go out there and scores 84 points or for 3-point shooting, yeah, you might say, yeah, he got the MVP, he got the Rookie of the Year. But it was hand given to Cooper Cup. It was his to lose as soon as he came into the league. It was his to lose because nobody really saw Knuckle. Nobody was really looking at him until Charlotte started winning. And like, hold on. All right. Oh, that boy Knuckle over there good. All right. But when Cooper Flagg came in, all eyes was on Cooper Flagg automatically. Like, okay, this guy,
Yeah.
So, that's why I got to give it to the Cup boy. But other than that, Knuckle, I'm in Charlotte right now. Charlotte buzzing. The soccer team out here is crazy. Y'all got to see the soccer shit. It's like some soccer league out here. These motherfuckers, I'm about to go buy me a soccer jersey.
That's
Charlotte.
what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, you know what's up? Like Charlotte's lit right now.
It is. It hasn't been this lit since I moved out here about 10 years ago when Cam and them was in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? It's that kind of feeling. Like they going crazy out here in Charlotte right now. But shout out to Coop, shout out Knuckle.
Right.
they both deserving of the award, but they're gonna give it to Coop.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't mad at it, and like I said, I throw my little 2 cents about that. I mean, yo, like you said, once Charlotte started winning, that's when I really had heard the uptick. It's a brother put from an impact flag all season, with all the injuries and stuff. So I like how, definitely like how you broke it down, bro. I'm rolling with that too. So we'll see who win that. We'll
And
see who
remember,
win
he's
that.
only 19 years old. 19.
Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
And
Giving
all of us
NBA
know what
players
we was
50.
doing at 19.
Huh?
We all know what we was doing at 19.
Right. I probably was. Probably TMI. Can't say that.
Yeah. My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt.
What we got next,
Yeah.
bro?
Yo, man, the biggest bust in NBA history.
Woo.
Biggest bust. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm going Anthony Bennett.
Anthony Bennett. I knew he was
Yeah,
gonna
man.
pick Bennett.
Anthony Bennett.
Why?
Anthony
Why you pick
Bennett.
Bennett?
He was the number one pick and did nothing. Like he literally did nothing. I don't even like he did nothing. Like that's it. Like your number one pick did nothing. Like people were like, oh, Kwame Brown. No, at least Kwame Brown played. He played on the Lakers with Kobe. He played with Mike. He was averaging even double digits a year or a couple years. Kwame Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. Anthony Bennett. You can't say Ola Wakandi because even though he didn't pan out, but he still had.
Was all right.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So a lot of Bennett is mine.
Okay, who you got, Mac? Who's your
Well,
biggest bust?
the first time that I had the honor of jumping on this podcast, I shared bus is not in my vocabulary.
Yep, you did. I remember.
And both of you gentlemen remember that.
As an
That's
agent,
not in my
as an agent,
vocabulary.
I can't say bust. Yep.
So that's not in my vocabulary. Now, I want to be clear. That does not mean when you gentlemen, and I truly value your perspective. If you say someone based on your opinion is a bust, that's your opinion. But I don't have that in my vocabulary because it's so hard to get to the league.
You know what, Mac? I'm gonna rephrase it just for you, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna say bust just for you. Who did you feel was one of your slightest disappointments in the NBA as an overall draft pick? Who was one of your slightest disappointments?
Now, when you say a draft pick, okay, that's fair. I'm gonna say this. You preface that a certain way, so I'm gonna have to just kind of just massage that a little bit and work with it. But I love that Scalabrini shared and is who he is.
Is that the white mamba?
The white mamba. Listen, the white mamba.
Wait. So are you saying you disappointed in Scalabrini slightly?
No, I'm not saying that. You presented it a certain way, but I can't. I can't. He's not a disappointment, but no. If someone gets to the NBA as an agent, you are blessed
Okay.
from an agent perspective. And
Uh-huh.
so, but if I'm forced to say, who is a publicly known individual that didn't meet the public expectations, it would be Scalabrini because he understands that. But that doesn't mean that I feel that he's a disappointment. I think when he said, I am closer to LeBron than anyone who is not in the league, is to me, he meant that and he proved it. Like there's a whole, thing. So that's a very, very convenient me trying to keep my agency in together response, and you both are my brothers from another mother, so I'm just keeping it real with you publicly. But I can't say anyone who makes it to the league is a bust, because it's a if you do it, I know how hard it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't even done it. Like I don't even have the skill. I analyze people who have the skill, um, but I don't want to take away from the discussion. So if you gentlemen say someone's a bust, I am here to have that discussion, but it's not in my vocabulary, but I love you, brother, so much.
Well,
You see that? You see that?
well,
That's
but
securing
that's
the
securing
deal.
the
The
title.
bag.
I ain't mad at you. But me and bro, we ain't got to do that shit. So we can say what the fuck we want to say in regards to that.
Yep, yep.
So I just want to break down in context a little bit, right? Because when we say bust, right? Because there's different, you could say like who came into the league as a number one or say a top 3 draft pick and didn't pan out to their draft pick status, right? So, we just saying, we're not going to narrow it down to like number one bust. Bro narrowed it down to number one bust as far as Anthony Bennett, you're the number one pick. And I just want to break in that context of who he got picked. He got picked between, what was it? Where was it? Where was it? It was something that I saw that, no, it wasn't him. It wasn't him. It was Greg Oden. It was Greg Oden. That was
Can
in
I
there. Because he
interject?
got picked over, he
Can I
got picked over
interject
Kevin
just a
Durant.
thought? Just,
Huh?
just, just for a sec. You gentlemen, when you do your analysis of who's a bust, me as an agent, I still analyze what you have to say because I got my own thoughts. So I just want to share that your analysis, and I'm being very clear. When you have this discussion publicly and you're talking about it, I am not saying I'm not sitting here taking notes on why you think certain individuals are buzz. I'm taking notes because you both of you individuals are some of the best objective analysis individuals. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to protect the bag. And
Mm-hmm.
also I just, I'm not gonna say it, but when both of you gentlemen share your perspective, I love it. And I take notes because you gentlemen know what you're talking about.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Matt.
you, thank you. Yeah.
So I'm going to say my biggest bust. Do y'all remember a guy by the name of Darko Milicic?
Ooh. Nope.
This
Yeah, to get
guy
drafted over Carmelo Anthony,
overcalled. He was drafted right after
over
LeBron James
Dwayne
and right
Wade.
before Carmelo Anthony.
He got
Darko
picked over
Milicic,
Chris Bosh, Melo, D Wade.
out of
Yeah,
probably arguably one of the greatest draft class ever, your name Darko Milicic
yeah,
was in there, and you was this big 7-footer with all these hype coming around you, and you came to the NBA and stunk it up. So to me, Darko Milicic is the biggest bust. There's some other key notables I want y'all that y'all probably forgot about. Remember Hassim Thabit?
yeah, from UConn. He was a
Yes,
big shot blocker.
big shot
Mhm.
Yeah,
blocker. Bust. One of my biggest disappointments that I'm like, James Wiseman. I was like, yo, when he was on Golden, you know him, Matt. James Wiseman. He was on the go. Like,
yeah. And
I
then he
felt
went to
like
Detroit. I remember him.
his career is over at 24 years old. 24, his career is over,
Yeah,
done,
yeah,
finito. And he had a
yeah.
lot of upspring with him. I was like, yo, I was rooting. I was like, yo, they could win. That boy Wiseman, yeah, he gonna be nice. They shipped him out. He got shipped out again. Hurt
Yeah,
himself. Done.
I remember that. Yeah.
Damn. But
Yeah.
Darko Milicic to me is the biggest bust because all the
I ain't
hype
mad at that one.
around this guy. Like you was taking over. Just imagine if Detroit would have took Carmelo Anthony, bro, over this guy Darko Milicic. Carmelo Anthony would probably have a ring by now. He would. He would have a ring by now in that Detroit team. Yes, because I think at the time who was on there? Was it you had Rip still over there? You had Big
Everybody. Chauncey
everybody.
Billups,
Chauncey Billups,
Rasheed.
Tarshawn Prince, Sheet. That was a chip. You bringing Melo to that team? That's a chip.
Well, no, they got Sheed mid-season.
But they wouldn't have a knee sheet. You got Melo over there. Because we see what Melo did in his rookie year taking Denver to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So we know you put Melo with that core of veterans. That's a chip, bro. That's a chip. Because that's a chip, bro. Like, Melo was
Nah,
robbed.
I'm not debating that. I ain't debating that. I ain't debating that at all.
So my biggest bust is Darko Milicic, man. But you know, to your defense, yeah, Anthony Bennett, number 1 pick, and didn't do shit at the number 1. Nothing. Yeah.
All right. And I mean, to round it out, I mean, I don't even know I'll be talking about this team. They stole a lot of my team's stuff anyway. But should the Giants sign Odell Beckham? Hell no. He has no value. This is not, and he's not an all-time great Giant where you owe him. No, y'all doing good stealing a lot of the Ravens shit and the other moves y'all made. So Beckham, I mean, nah. There's a lot of receivers who's more capable. Like, you got a D-Hop who was actually played, for example. If you're
Yeah.
going to sign somebody, you might as well go get Hopkins. If you're going to go sign Beckham, because it's not an off performance. And the Ravens, and he felt like he was underutilized on the Ravens. He had some big catches, some big stuff. So, and Hopkins is Hopkins, who's a more, Beckham had a stretch, but Hopkins was a greater receiver than Beckham, if you're keeping it a buck, especially for a longer duration, too, if you're keeping it a buck. So, and I'm just using him as an example. If you're really trying to make your team better, because y'all don't owe him. It's not like this is Eli Manning and they're okay, an all-time great Giant. We got to sign him. So if I'm keeping it 1,000, Beckham, I have no beef with you. So right now, you're not it, brother. You heard? And if they really, the moves y'all making, I don't see it that as being beneficial to the Giants with the moves that they making. It's like, come on. If you want a veteran receiver, go get Hopkins or somebody else or something. If it's a veteran you want. Yeah, I mean,
I agree. I'm gonna let you end it off, Mac. But I think, and me being a Giants fan, it's tough because we know what Odell Beckham was when he was in his prime, and we was kind of robbed of what he could have been because of those 2 Achilles tear injuries. But it's key to note, they just recently, even though it's not padded football, it's flag football, but it showed his mobility on that field. And he looked great out there, one-handed catches, moving, shifting. He was looking real. Go look at the flag football Odell Beckham highlights, and you'll understand why I said this and
That's
why
fair.
you're like, whoa, wait a minute. You got to maybe look at Odell, and granted, he was a contributor before he got injured when the Rams won that Super Bowl. He did score a touchdown. He was
in the Super Bowl.
he was a
He scored a touchdown
contributor.
in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
He
he was a
did.
contributor.
But bro, how much years ago was that though?
I mean, it was, but we gotta look
So
at it. He
that's
had 2 Achilles. He had 2 Achilles injuries, so that's why teams is looking at him like, But that flag football game, like again, look at the highlights. You will understand why I'm saying this. He looked really good out there, just like how Tatum came back from that Achilles, and you're like, oh,
no.
I'm just saying. In terms of injury,
You
and he had
gotta
2
relax,
of
bro.
those.
You gotta
I'm just
relax,
saying, bro.
relax.
Again, you have to look at the highlights to
Like I
understand what
said,
I'm
you
saying.
gotta relax.
You
Flag
didn't look
football.
at the highlights yet.
It's not like he was doing that in a regular NFL game. That's why you gotta relax.
I just
Tatum's
said
doing
that.
shit.
I
He's
just
doing
said
shit on
that.
an NBA court. Like that's why I said, just relax,
You didn't
relax.
listen to nothing I just
I
said.
I
I
did.
love you,
just
brothers.
said that this is not NFL. This is not padded football. But you look at him for the cuts as a wide receiver. What is the main thing you got to do as a wide receiver? What's the main thing you got to do? Create separation from the DB, right? If you can't do that, you get the fuck up out of here. By the way he looked at on that flag football, by the way he was cutting and moving, he looked like he could still get separation from a DB out there. And he's not that old. He's only like 32, 33 years old. So it's not like he's a 36-year-old trying to come back. And he still got a little 2 years left. You bring him in as a respectable backup to Naples or one of them just to get a guidance. Why not? You could get him on a vet minimum and bring in that boy Odell. The Giants love him. Fans still admire him. Like, why not? I'm just saying, why not? That's all. Look at the flag football highlights. Then come back.
All right.
But Chad's
All right.
you probably gonna go to sleep though, because you was sitting there like,
Me? What?
yeah, your ass. You probably gonna go to sleep.
I wasn't like that. What you talking about?
Max saw it. That's why he laughed. He was, bro was sitting there like that. He was like,
No, I'm listening.
I'm gonna bring it to the tape, bro. I'm gonna show you. You know, right when we get off, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna show you.
All right, then. All right.
I gotta get my bro, cause my bro be getting on me so bad, bro. So bad.
Yo, listen.
Let him live. Go ahead. You know me. I can take a joke and all that. I'm not no person that's gonna get tight. So it is.
Yeah.
The
You know what I
love
mean?
that you gentlemen have is
Yeah.
amazing because it's the shade that demonstrates the love.
You know what it is? You gotta be able to dish it. I mean, to take it if you dish it. You know what I mean?
You know, I'm
You
a
got to.
jokester.
You can't be a sore sport. That's why I'm like, yeah, you know what? I will let him have it. I ain't gonna do mad. Cause I ain't say nothing about his Black Nasty today. I let him rock. You notice that? The Black Nasty. I let him rock. I didn't say that. I was the whole episode.
I'm done.
Matt, don't take your hat off, Matt. You got a Black Nasty on too. Shit, don't take your hat off.
Listen.
No, don't try to take your shit off, Matt.
Listen.
We Black Nasty gay, baby.
This podcast tonight was the blessing I didn't know I needed because
But Mac though, my brother trying to, he think he get a pass as a Yankee fitted. I don't give a fuck. It's a Black Nasty. Black Nasty's a black.
oh my God.
Hey, all I'm gonna do is paint that bitch blue or some shit. Yeah, shut up.
With the black guy, and you said, I let you rock the whole episode. When I came on, I said he got a black nasty.
Hey.
I said I'm not saying nothing. I let him rock. Now he want to try to be Eddie Murphy. So now I'm on your heels now.
I can't.
Well, let's let Mac finish it off, right?
No,
Hey,
let me just say this is why I try to stay in the chat because y'all are
get
two
him,
of the
Mac.
realest brothers I have ever met.
I'm gonna slow him go like this. I'm gonna slow-mo the shit out that.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna get you know how the SpongeBob shit when you mad hype and it's like 3 minutes later.
3 minutes bro, chill. You can send it to me, but that's not good. We not putting that out there, all right? Hold it down.
Oh my God! I don't even remember the topic because y'all,
we were talking about Odell and the Giants.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know because y'all. Listen. We're NBC, ABC, BET, SWV. Y'all need what NAACP.
They're gonna love us on the network, man. We're gonna bring a lot of viewers to the network.
Listen, y'all brothers are a combination that is not the whole not the just the hood the world needs you, brothers. I have not seen a better demonstration of love than you two individuals. So
Yeah,
That's my bro,
I
man. That's my
literally, I was as y'all was talking, I was thinking about what can I say? What can I say?
You
What
had to sit
matters
that
at
one
that
out.
point?
You caught it
Nothing.
stray though. You caught it stray. Okay, you try to
Yeah,
take the hat
I
off in the
did.
back. It's okay.
I
Caught it
saw.
stray. Caught a stray bullet. It's okay.
no. Matt got the snapback on though.
Cal, what up, Cal?
Yeah, I mean,
Nah,
So
but we was
listen,
talking about
God
Odell
bless both
Beckham
of you brothers. I listen,
and the Giants.
wherever y'all ended, I agree because y'all came with it 100%.
Hey man, yeah man, but no man, listen man, this is what episode 52, man.
yeah, 52,
Episode
52.
52, man. Shout out to my man AJ Matt. Get around the applause, my man AJ Matt for coming on, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, appreciate
Thank
you,
you.
man.
I just want to say thank you for the honor of being on your podcast with you and breaking bread with both you individuals. And uh, I just want to say thank you for that.
Absolutely, man.
Always a pleasure, man. You know what I mean? Thanks for the support.
And shout out to
Always,
everybody
man.
that joined in. There's a lot of y'all, a couple of people that joined in. Shout out to everybody that came in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shishero, what up? Siggy Rosario, Packers fan. Packers fan. Oh shit. Okay, that's your people's. That gotta be your people's, Matt. Packers fan. I don't know.
Well, okay.
Maybe one of
I
your
didn't,
people's, Matt.
I already caught a
Open
stray,
talk.
but
I see open.
if you still dishing them
I see
out,
open talk too.
I
What up,
got you.
Shout out to
Open
open
Talk? Shout out
talk.
to Open Talk, man. Yes. And on that note, man, episode 52, it is your boy, CL McLean.
Your boy Melly Mel, man. The golden one, man.
And
Agent McKinley Mao, bro. God bless 2 Cents and Change podcast. This is one of the most amazing podcasts that not only have I participated in, but that I consistently watch. And thank you both, gentlemen. Your perspective is amazing. Thank you both are a blessing to the world. So keep doing what you do. I don't care if you get 10 trillion followers and viewers and anything in between that. You're a blessing. So
listen, Matt, when
shouts
we
out to
get
y'all.
there,
Thank you.
when we have the 2 Cents and Change backyard bash, you are invited to the cookout. Okay? Yes.
Yeah.
You're invited to that. Wear
Yes,
your shirt
indeed.
too. Wear your shirt. Wear your shirt.
Yeah. The shirt's coming. Yes. Thank you, man. Y'all are so great. But yeah.
All right, y'all. We out, man. 2 Cents and Change the podcast. Until we meet again next week.
God
All right,
bless.
y'all. Peace.
Peace.